is 7:30 in the morning. It's a Wednesday morning. Hump day for some people, just a regular old Wednesday for the rest of us. We've got, we got a border weight update. I know the border is closed to non-essential travelers, but there are some essential travelers out there. 7 lanes open downtown, 20 to 25-minute wait. There's a no wait in the Century Lane, no wait in the pedestrian lanes. Eastport, the Gateway Port, 10 to 15-minute wait in the regular lanes, no wait in the ready lanes, no wait in the East Century Lane, 30 to 35-minute wait at the Andrade Port. Let's check in with the NCAA.
Now, a tournament flashback. In one of the 4-2 versus 3 seed games last year, Kentucky faced the tough defense of Houston.
Get it to Hero on the outside. He feeds Washington inside. 2 men on him. Shot. Good at the foul. P.J. Washington just willed that ball into the net. And he's got an opportunity to tie this up with 55.8 to go.
The Wildcats outlasted the Cougars to win 62-58 and advanced to the Elite Eight for the 3rd straight year.
Spring is just around the corner, but Lowe's is ready to help you take on your spring projects now. Stop in today and find our shelves packed with what you need in stock and save. Grow plants twice as big with 25-quart bags of Miracle-Gro potting mix, 2 for $12. And pick up Bayer Bio Advanced 5-pound flower food, now just $7.47. And if you don't have the greenest thumb, that's okay, because we're staffed and ready to help with that too. For beautiful blooms and more this spring, do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 3/25, U.S. only.
And our birthdays today, we got some big shot birthdays. Film critic Gene Shalit was born on this day. He's 94. Singer Anita Bryant is 80 years old. Actor Paul Michael Glasser, he was on Starsky and Hutch. I don't know which one he was. He's 77. Musician Elton John. Elton John is 73 years old today. Actress Bonnie Bedelia is 72. Actress, comedian Mary Gross. She was on Saturday Night Live. She's 67. Actor James McDaniel of NYPD Blue. He's 62. We have, what do we have? With saxophonist Steve Norman of Spandau Ballet. He's 60 years old today. And we got some local birthdays. They're coming up next.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Alfred Urquidez, Alice Rosas, Ashley Taylor, Brian Gutierrez, Carol Dickey, Christina Bojorquez, CJ Martinez, David Fowler, Diana Fimbres Rodrigo, Hans Vogel, James Skipping, Kurt Hoffman, Marcus Ramirez, Myra Ibarra, Patricia Saldivar, Patrick Brial Ponce, Paul Stewart, Conchita Encarnacion Ruiz, and Kathy Ball. Happy birthday to each and every one. And we got one more, Elizabeth Espinosa, 26 years old today.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground, covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And it's time for the World California News headlines, brought to you by Locke Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales and service, call the experts at Locke Air Conditioning.
Negotiation and 2 failed votes in the Senate.
We have a bipartisan agreement on the largest rescue package in American history.
Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, after both parties in the White House agreed on a 2-year $1 trillion relief package early this morning. New York City, of course, is the epicenter for COVID-19 with most cases in the country. Our Dr. John LaPook is there.
This is a city where people are kind of on top of each other, very densely packed, and so the virus can spread more quickly. People have wondered about whether the virus is on surfaces like in the subway, metal. Could it last for a few days?
But New York does not have a monopoly on this. Hospital ICUs are full in Atlanta. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms.
This is why we have gone a step further in Atlanta and asked people to please stay at home, because we don't have the capacity that we even normally have within the city.
CBS News Update. I'm Peter King.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Over 1,600 confirmed cases of COVID-19 coronavirus in the state. 55 have died, and leaders across the state are concerned that it's going to get a lot worse.
We are anywhere from about 6 to 12 days behind what we are seeing in New York City.
Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti, LA County reporting the death of a 17-year-old from Lancaster. He had underlying health conditions, but if confirmed, he died of COVID-19. He would be the nation's first juvenile casualty. State Attorney General Javier Becerra warning online retailers not to jack up prices on items or claim that certain products can cure coronavirus.
They cannot increase their prices by more than 10% during this time of emergency in the state of California.
He says those who engage in price gouging will be criminally prosecuted. The penalty, a year in jail or a fine up to $10,000. UC San Diego working to test an antiviral drug to treat the novel coronavirus. Phase 2 of clinical trials for remdesivir has started. It's not currently approved by the FDA. Jeff Scott, California News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today, 760-353-4501. Special guest this morning, Carroll Buckley. Good morning, sir.
Oh, hi there.
How are you?
I'm here.
Sitting in for Gene Brister.
I'm not used to sitting here and getting a whole different view of what you're doing.
Kind of, now you know what the back of my head looks like.
Never noticed.
And probably never cared.
Okay.
We got local news coming up. You ready for that?
I am ready.
We'll get into it in just a minute.
At Capital One, you can open a new savings account in about 5 minutes and earn 5 times the national average. Banking with Capital One means 5 times the savings to help pay for your perfect honeymoon. Or 5 times the savings toward your family's perfect vacation.
Big fan of water rides.
It's time to help make your savings goals come true. This is Banking Reimagined. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Rate comparison based on FDIC national rate. Capital One NA member FDIC.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's number 2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie, it's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year. Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, in Brawley at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and in El Centro on Imperial Avenue right next to Food for Less. With your local news, page 1, here is Carroll Buckley.
The Imperial County Public Health Department says there are 3 more positive COVID-19 cases. That brings the total number of positive cases in Imperial County to 9. According to the health department, each of the new cases have been linked to having had close contact with previously confirmed cases. All 3 of the new cases reported mild symptoms that did not require hospitalization. They are recovering at home. Dr. Stephen Monday, Imperial County Public Health Officer, said, "We understand that the continued increase of positive cases is concerning for Imperial County residents. This underscores the importance for residents to heed to the recommendations for social distancing and self-isolation. These measures requiring residents to stay at home and maintain social distancing will help reduce the spread of the viruses in the community. Meanwhile, a Brawley Elementary School District employee has a family member who was diagnosed with the COVID-19 virus. The district said the employee is assigned to Witter Elementary School. The employee reported to district officials that they do not have any symptoms of the illness. And a fatal injury victim has been identified. George Gale has more.
The incident was reported Saturday evening. 22-year-old David Anthony Estrada from Brawley was in a single vehicle rollover incident near Hoskins and Andre Roads. Officials say he was traveling down a dirt road, was not wearing a helmet at the time. County Coroner's Office is performing an autopsy to determine the exact cause of death. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time is 7:43. It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers for your service needs. Whether it's a lube job, oil and filter change, brake job, battery or wheel balance and alignment, Quick Lane can handle it. And Quick Lane services all makes and all models. Oh, and by the way, you never need an appointment. Tires, all the best brands at the best price, guaranteed. See your Quick Lane service advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue in El Centro, right next to Food for Less. In other news, the California Highway Patrol's El Centro area will be closing the front lobby of the office until further notice. This due to COVID-19 health precautions. The Highway Patrol assures the public they will provide the highest level of safety, service, and security to the public during the closure. And another closure, Imperial Valley Desert Museum. George?
It is closed until further notice. A decision to close the museum came after the governor's executive order to stay at home. Dr. David Brickner, executive director of the museum, said the museum staff has now shifted to a work-from-home environment, and they will be using this time to develop new programming and content so that they'll be ready to hit the ground running once it is again safe to do so. He says they will continue to provide the same high standard of online content as you have come to expect in the interim period. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
There will be a blood drive tomorrow. Blood donation centers throughout the U.S. are experiencing a significant drop in donations, and that's limiting the ability of the nation's blood supply to be replenished. El Centro Regional Medical Center and Lifestream will host a blood drive tomorrow in El Centro. The Bloodmobile will be at the El Centro Regional Medical Office Building, 1271 Ross in El Centro from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Eligible donors are asked to drink plenty of fluids and bring a photo ID. Safe distancing will be performed during screenings and in the waiting areas. And in other news, a reminder, the Imperial County Behavioral Health Program, Let's Talk About It, has a special report discussing COVID-19 and its implications. You can join Maria Wyatt and Scott Dudley, along with Nurse Colette Ashurst of the Imperial County Public Health Department. The feature available on the KXO YouTube channel. That's it for page 1, page 2, and a look at the weather coming up.
Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro on Imperial Avenue, right next to Food for Less, and in Brawley on Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
We are counting down to Easter, and I have a great idea. When it comes to Easter candy, head to the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch is open Monday through Saturday, and they carry many homemade chocolates. They also make their own fresh English toffee, plain or covered in milk chocolate. Pecan turtles made from a special recipe from scratch. They've got it all at the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Well, you're going to find a beautiful store, great people that are smiling and are going to help you. And don't forget, fudge? Oh, boy, do they have fudge. 80-plus handmade melt-in-your-mouth flavors of fudge. Check out the Peanut Patch in Yuma. You can Google the Peanut Patch in Yuma and visit them, thepeanutpatch.com. Visit the Peanut Patch in Yuma and get ready for Easter.
And it's page 2 of the local news is brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for your life or health insurance needs or retirement planning. With page 2 of the local news, here again is Carroll.
Well, the results of the Imperial Irrigation District Division 2 race are still too tight to call. Well, the leader remains J.B. Hamby. He has garnered 2,091 votes. That's 41.6% of the total. He will be on the November ballot. However, the race for the number 2 finisher and the other spot on the November ballot still in question. Incumbent Bruce Kuhn trails Ryan Childers. Kuhn has 1,294 votes. That's 25.74%. Childers with 26.52%, or 1,333 votes total. The candidate who finishes second will face off against Hamby in the November general election. According to the Imperial County Elections Department, as of 4 p.m. on Monday, 880 ballots remain unprocessed. Of that number, 613 are provisional ballots. 267 others are pending further review. Well, El Centro, the city of El Centro, has closed 2 feature parks. Here's George.
It was announced recently, city officials said, in light of the COVID-19 concerns, El Centro Skate Park and the Aquatic Center have been closed until further notice. For any further information, contact the El Centro Parks and Recreation Office. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And if you really want to skate, you can try skating in a buffalo herd. Roger Miller suggested that.
It was difficult for him, too.
Yes. Border Patrol agents working at the Interstate 8 immigration checkpoint near Yuma helped Yuma County Sheriff's deputies subdue a combative subject. The incident occurred on Sunday. A 60-year-old man was resisting arrest by 2 Yuma County Sheriff's deputies. Welton Station Border Patrol agents assisted in subduing the subject. The man was arrested on resisting arrest and drug offenses and booked into Yuma County Detention Center. And as you and I are aware, George, the U.S. Border Patrol in Imperial County, in Yuma County, typically among the first responders and most definitely backing up local law enforcement on a regular basis.
Usually the first backup on scene.
And, George, hoarding and price gouging, it's a no-no.
It's all over the place, though. It's been going on since the governor's order to stay at home. Also ordered non-essential businesses to close on March 19th. Since then, residents have been hoarding supplies, including sanitizer and toilet paper. Some stores have begun charging higher prices for those items. And others, while hoarding is not very considerate, it's not illegal. District Attorney's Office says price gouging is. Price gouging is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $10,000. Violators may also be subject to a civil enforcement and penalties up to $5,000 per violation plus restitution. County residents can report price gouging by filling out a price gouging form and emailing it to the District Attorney's Office, icda@co.imperial.ca.us. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:50.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
The high temperature yesterday, 78 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 57. Wind gusts overnight up to 31 miles per hour. Expect partly cloudy skies today. Highs right near 75. Breezy throughout the day. West and northwest wind 15 to 20 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. Overnight lows around 51. Windy throughout the night. West wind 20 to 25 miles per hour. Decreasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 35 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny skies, highs right near 70. Breezy throughout the day. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles per hour. And right now, we're looking at 57 degrees, 53% the relative humidity. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplement coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
During this difficult time, Burgers and Beer has decided to stay open at their Imperial Avenue location in El Centro with curbside service and using delivery.com. Hours will be 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily, and you can log on to burgersandbeer.com to see the menu and order your favorite items. We'll get through this, and we thank you for your support and patronage. Call Burgers and Beer at 760-353-4431. That's 353-4431.
If you want to know what's happening tonight, this week, or this weekend in Imperial Valley, simply visit the KXO Radio website by logging on to kxoradio.com and click on the community calendar. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you'll be in the know on what's going on in our community. The community calendar on kxoradio.com is brought to you in part by SoCal Gas.
And in sports, Minnesota Timberwolves star Carl Anthony Towns has become the latest public face in the fight against the coronavirus after revealing in an emotional video last night that his mother has been hospitalized for the past week and is dealing with health complications from what he believes to be COVID-19. Townsend said his mother, Jacqueline Cruz, is in a medically induced coma and had to be put on a ventilator. He said he's revealing all that information to inform everybody that this is a serious issue. The NFL plans to stick with its April 23rd through the 25th schedule for this year's draft, despite recommendations from the league's general manager subcommittee to Commissioner Roger Goodell on Tuesday that it be moved back due to the coronavirus pandemic. The NFL, the league, is probably not going to pay any attention to that. With Tokyo Olympics postponed until 2021, now comes the multi-billion-dollar question: who pays the bills for the delay? Japan could be facing $5.7 billion in extra costs in delaying the Olympics. is worrying about if and when the baseball season gets underway this year. The baseball players union is worried about people receiving their paychecks when that will happen. The Clippers, Steve Ballmer, has reached a deal to buy the Forum for $400 million in cash. That was the last obstacle, or the biggest obstacle, for the Clippers to build a new stadium. That has now been hurled. The last obstacle is out of there. That's it. That's a look at sports.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And in financial news this morning, U.S. stocks are attempting to register 2 straight days of gains early this morning after lawmakers reached an agreement on a $2 trillion economic rescue package overnight, aimed at helping dampening the blow of the COVID-19 pandemic that has seized business activity in much of the country. Dow Jones Industrial Average advanced 698 points, or 3.4%, to around 21,403. S&P 500 index rose 51 points, or 2.1%, to 2498. Nasdaq Composite climbed 130 points, or 1.7%, to 7,547. Got your weather coming up next.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
The high temperature yesterday, 78 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 57. Wind gusts overnight up to 31 miles per hour. National Weather Service says another day of near normal temperatures can be expected today before a low pressure system moves through the region Thursday and Friday. This will result in cooler temperatures and breezy to windy conditions. There will also be a chance of showers, but mainly for the higher terrain. A warming trend begins over the weekend, with the highs reaching in the 80s next Monday and Tuesday. Weather forecast calling for partly cloudy skies today. Highs right near 75. Breezy today. West-northwest wind 15 to 20 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. Overnight lows around 51. Windy throughout the night. West wind 20 to 25 miles per hour. Decreasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 35 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny skies, highs right near 70. Breezy throughout the day. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles per hour at times. And right now we are looking at 58 degrees in Yuma, 58 in Indio, 38 degrees in Campo, 57 degrees in Mexicali, 60 degrees in Niland, 57 degrees at the county airport, 53% the relative humidity. Coming up on 8 o'clock, CBS News at the top of the hour.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan in Washington. For workers losing income and businesses facing losing everything, there is some help on the way. Senate's expected to vote later today on a $2 trillion coronavirus aid deal. Republican leader Mitch McConnell.
It will rush financial assistance to Americans through direct checks to households
from the middle class on down, and through a significant and creative expansion of unemployment insurance during this emergency.
Democratic leader Chuck Schumer.
Because many Democrats and Republicans were willing to do the serious and hard work, the bill is much better off than where it started.
The House could possibly act on the bill later without members returning to Washington. Our business analyst Jill Schlesinger says the money can't start flowing soon enough.
This is really not a stimulus bill. This is a lifeline, and a lifeline to businesses, to individuals. Some of that money will be spent, but a lot of this is simply survival mode.
New York City is the virus epicenter in the U.S. CBS's David Begnaud, reporting from his home there, says Governor Andrew Cuomo believes the hospital system could be overwhelmed before too long.
The governor's saying, look, federal government, you're sending me stuff, but what you're sending me isn't matching the urgency of the emergency. The governor is trying to convince the federal government we are the worst of where it is right now. Here in New York, cases are doubling every 3 days.
Aetna says many of its insurance customers will not have to make co-payments or other forms of cost sharing if they wind up admitted to a hospital in the insurer's provider network with the virus. The move could save those patients thousands of dollars depending on their coverage. CBS's Dr. David Agus says new information about the virus is coming in every day.
What we're learning in several small studies is that the virus can last longer than we thought in the blood. That doesn't mean they're contagious, but we're seeing virus out, 20, 30 days, and that's unusual.
The death toll in Spain from the coronavirus shot up by more than 700 today. The country now tops China and second only to Italy as the pandemic spreads. In Britain, Prince Charles tested positive for the virus, as we hear from CBS's Vicky Barker in London.
His aides say Charles is only suffering mild symptoms. He's now self-isolating at the Royal Retreat in Scotland with his wife Camilla, who's tested negative. Buckingham Palace says Charles's last contact with his mother, the Queen, was just over 2 weeks ago. She's not considered to be in danger.
India has ordered its 1.3 billion people to stay home. Checking Wall Street, the Dow is up 449 points. The NASDAQ is down 30. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open an account with a savings rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
When Allstate agents and employees go to work every day, their number one priority is protecting what matters most to you. For military veterans, that instinct to protect also comes naturally. No wonder thousands of veterans build good careers with Allstate. And now, Allstate is ranked the #1 employer on the 2020 Military Friendly Employers list. You're in good hands with Allstate.
For career opportunities or to get a quote, contact Allstate today. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hello. You know my voice, don't you? Well, just this once, let me tell you something without you asking me first. Now you can complete the census online. Just go to 2020census.gov. The census cannot share your response. More importantly, you can help inform how billions in funding will be spent each year on things in your community. Complete the census online, by phone, or by mail. Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov. Paid for by U.S. Census Bureau.
An NBA star is talking about a coronavirus case that hit very close to home.
This disease is real.
Minnesota Timberwolves center Karl Anthony Towns says his mother is in a medically induced coma on a ventilator after she was diagnosed with the coronavirus.
This disease needs to not be taken lightly.
In an Instagram post, Towns says he's sharing his story to warn others how serious the virus is and how important it is to practice social distancing.
Please protect your families, your loved ones, friends, yourself.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The estate of Michael Jackson is donating $300,000 to help entertainment industry workers on Broadway, the music business, and in Las Vegas. It'll give $100,000 apiece to Broadway Cares, a food bank in Nevada, and Music Cares, because all three have been good to the estate and Jackson. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
I tell you, I don't want to really be without it because I haven't really been sick in 2 years. I used to get something, bronchitis, laryngitis, cold, something, at least one. I haven't had any, so that kind of says a lot. You know, it's pretty amazing.
Right now, Balance of Nature is offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code FRUITS.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you are on a never-ending treadmill, staying in one place and never getting ahead? You feel like there is no way out and you're just robbing Peter to pay Paul? There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you pay only a fraction of what you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months rather than decades. Your debt can be settled for a mere fraction of what you owe. Call Total Financial now at 800-899-8922. That's 800-899-8922.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with George Gale.
What a sweet guy. He's a genius guy. Not so pretty, but awfully sweet.
AM 1230.
Oh, I'm glad you're here because I want you to hear this.
KXO.
1230.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello?
Oh, hello, Barney.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Bonjour.
Hi. How you doing there? Yellow. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yo, yo. Hello? 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 Hello?